Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alton, and this is Show and Tell. And with me, as always, is Isaiah, the Urban Ninja.
How you doing? Good to see you, Alton.
Good to see you too, buddy. Why don't we get into it? All right, buddy, why don't we begin with a wrist check? What are you wearing today?
Funny enough, I'm wearing my Stalingrad grenade. So we had talked about it a couple days ago, maybe last week. And I was like, I haven't really worn my grenade. And I put it on, and then I've been wearing it pretty consistently, at least, 3 of the last 5 days, pretty much so.
It is such a fun watch. I did a review on it. Loved it, as you know. I reviewed 4 Stalingrad watches. Unfortunately, my computer died. I lost the footage for the other 2, sadly.
Yeah, that's too bad. What do you got?
I am wearing. I gotta figure out how to flip my wrist. Here we go. I am wearing the Hamilton Navy Pioneer 33 millimeter, and I'm wearing it on a awesome Vario tweed strap. Love this strap. Great strap.
Nice colors.
Yeah. Well, let's talk watch news. What do you have for us today, buddy?
So in news-wise, I was checking out the Hodinkee shop, and they've got a Worn and Wound collab with Christopher Ward, and it's a really nice watch. I'll bring that up right now. It's a pretty neat-looking watch.
Yeah.
It's 2 of them. It's the Sandstorm blackout color and the regular Sandstorm. I actually like the one on the beige strap with the silver. I mean the stainless case. I kind of got not that I dislike black cases, but black cases, they just don't look as finished. It's a nice watch. It's only 38 millimeters, I believe, is what it said in the article. But I wonder how small this guy is. I'm curious because the 38 looks much smaller on my wrist, and I'm not that big of a guy.
Yeah.
So, this thing's hulking on him. Aside from that, it's a nice watch for something that's just coming out. What do you think about it?
I really like it. And, I like my black dials, my black PVD cases. So I would go for the white one on the right with the PVD case.
Yeah.
All right, I want to share this new American Classic Intramatic from Hamilton. I saw this on Instagram, immediately fell in love, and I knew this would be my next watch. And I know, I've already got 3 Hamiltons. I don't need any more, but I mean, this thing, it doesn't look great in this picture, but on Instagram pictures I've seen, it looks really nice.
I mean, I saw your Instagram when you posted it, and I think it was the same stock photo, but to me, it looks beautiful from here. Even, yeah. I can't complain about the image, but it's a nice looking watch, man. It's really, really nice.
I've been looking for a watch to wear to the office on Blue Watch Monday. I've been searching for that, and it has eluded me. Now, I don't wear a shirt and tie. I usually wear, a polo shirt or a button-up shirt, but not a tie. But sometimes wearing a fancy or sports watch just doesn't work. So, I mean, it's all polished, and I just know I scratched the heck out of that bezel.
Yeah, I love the look of this watch. Personally, it's not for me. It's too dressy in a way. It's definitely beautiful. Like, I wouldn't mind having it if I had one, but I don't see myself wearing it unless I change that strap.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, it's just a little bit too dressy for me personally, but it's a beautiful watch. And, I think it's got an H30 or something in there, right?
H10.
Oh, it's an H10.
No, I'm not correcting you. They're very similar, but yeah.
No, you know what? I was confused because
40 millimeters, great size, probably has that 80. The H10 has an 80-hour power reserve. So
yeah,
you could take it off on Friday, pick it up on Monday, and it's still just barely ticking, but it's ticking.
Right. Yeah. That's the same as the same movement you're wearing right now.
Yeah, it's the same as the one in here, and it's fantastic. I have 2, and they both run at +5 seconds a day.
Yeah, they're amazingly accurate. The H30 I have in my day date, And those two watches, I have that winder, and all my watches are in the winder. Yeah. Well, not all of them, but 6 at a time. But those two keep, after a week, they may be a minute off or half a minute off. Those two just really keep great time.
Yeah, the H30 is essentially the H10, just with day-date complication.
Right, right.
Another watch that came out a little bit earlier is this one that I really like, the Converter. I mean,
yes, I've seen this watch. Yeah,
as an aviation guy, I love this.
Yeah, watch. It's a nice watch. It's just a little too busy for me personally as well. It's one of those. It's too many lines on there for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I like it busy.
Yeah. So before we move on, you owe me an update on what did you purchase from Ali?
Yes, last week we went over our AliExpress picks, and you helped me decide which one I was going to buy. And here is what I chose. None of them. I did not buy a watch on AliExpress.
Wow. So you sent me a link for one that I kind of liked as well. And I also bought nothing. I decided to keep my $100 because there's several other watches I've been looking at, and I'd rather spend it on those.
I get it. And that was the decision I had in my head. Like, these are probably great value watches, a lot of fun. But I mean, you can see 2 watch boxes behind me. There's some watch winders behind my head. I don't even know how many. There's 5 watches on the desk beside me. I have no idea how many watches I own. And I thought, I got to focus more on quality over quantity.
Yeah. Insanely, I'm actually really digging this one in the gray with the black loom on the, and I'm like, do I want to watch? But I really watch, that might be a purchase coming soon.
I know. And right up here, I have, let's grab it down. Working from home today. Right in this box is my birthday gift. And this is going to come to me on December 20th, my birthday. And I still owe 6 payments on it. So 5 payments, 5 payments, I think it is. So interest-free, it's easy, a budget.
Right.
So here is the,
on
camera. Yeah. So the Alpina 40 millimeter star timer.
Yes. Beautiful watch.
Yeah. So it's like, well, I haven't even paid that one off. But I do like this ability. Bought this through Halifax Watch. It's 0 interest. They divide the watch into 6 months, 6 payments. And so I just kind of, decide what watch I want and budget that $200 or whatever it is. And that's my fun money,
Yeah. Yeah. But then we can't have fun other than making these videos.
Well, the thing is with COVID, there isn't.
Right. We're quarantined anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I have a feeling when COVID is over, my watch budget will decrease. That's
But
then there's always buying, selling, and flipping, which I know people do a lot of, right?
Right.
All right. Well, let's move from watch news into show and tell. And the only thing that I want to talk about today is your Casio purchases. Last week, you said you bought some watches, you showed them off, and you were going to wear them for a couple of weeks, and then give us the verdict. Let me ask you this. Do cheap Casio watches suck, or are they awesome?
Wow, that's a double-edged sword you're slicing me with there. So, I think what I'm going to have to boil down to is preference, and there's nothing really else to boil it down to. $20 will get you a awesome watch. I will not lie about that. For what you're getting for $20, you will be satisfied, or you should be satisfied in a sense, with some exceptions here and there. I personally am a kind of guy, if I go to the bar, I order scotch. I don't like beer. I have very expensive book bags, expensive shoes. It's a matter of quality with me, and I don't mind paying the extra dollars for it. So for me, they sucked in wearing. And I'll say full disclosure, that's only 2 because I did buy 3 and I still owe you some time on the next one. We may have to update on the third one. But but I'll give you my reasons why. Okay. So these were the only two that I did wear throughout. I dropped my other watches, and first was the old school calculator, the data, right? The data bank watch. This was a little bit of an updated version. You know, it's a little smoother and whatnot. Some of the pros, I love the color.
I really dig that blue. I like the blue on that calculator.
I love. Yeah, go ahead.
And it's black.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you got the black. Yeah, and I did like the reverse LCD screen. So mine's is reversed.
Yeah.
The nostalgia factor of it was, you know, one of the primary drawings. And again, the price, you can't beat that. It was, you know, like $15, $17 on Amazon for the blue. I think it was less for the black, but, you know, I like the blue. The cons, the LCD screen I just praised, because in the nighttime I can't see it. There was no backlight on this one.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why is there no backlight on these calculator watches?
Right. There was no backlight. So that was another big con. The buttons. So I had this watch as a child, and I used to love just, you know, I mean, I was doing math for the sake of doing math because I had a calculator on my wrist. My fingers, you know, so this was not working for me. You know, obviously I have a calculator on my phone. Everybody does. Yeah. But it just seemed like more the nostalgia of having it was definitely outweighing its actual usefulness for me. Yeah. This is kind of like a trinket kind of thing, a knickknack to have. It wasn't really a functional watch. Without the backlight and the reverse LCD screen, you know, I'm not happy with. I'm not complaining about the purchase, but this one is definitely being handed off to my little girl.
I bought this one sometime last year. I think around this time. I opened it up, wore it for about an hour, and then boxed it up and started giving it to my kid for his birthday on December 5th. So this is Sammy's. That's his watch. Yeah.
Okay. So the next one is this World Time. Mm-hmm. So I got this round World Time. Yeah, it's a classic. They make the square ones and the round ones. It's got the mode. There you go. Yeah, you got the square, right? So it's got the mode, obviously, for different cities, and you can set it. It's pretty neat in the fact that it has the little map, and anyone who has these know. And then, you know, wherever region you're on, it will be shaded. Not region, time zone. Whatever time zone you're in, it's shaded for the particular time you have on display. So obviously, I have the New York City. If I switch to Tokyo, it'll shade out the Asian Pacific area and whatnot. The backlight on this was a little, so it wasn't even a backlight. It was a side light, a little, I wasn't happy about this light.
Mine has a double light.
Oh yeah, yours is a little nicer. Yeah. The screen is not. I don't think it's a mineral. It feels like plastic to me. It feels definitely plastic. Maybe the other ones come mineral. I'm not sure, but this one is. I'm not. I don't know. Not sure that it's you know, it's actually mineral. It doesn't feel like it at all. If it is, it's, you know, cheap. And then the weight with a metal band, it's really light considering it is a stainless band. But then when I had to adjust it, oh my God, the adjustment process for this band was, I mean, I must have bet, I don't know how many watch tools getting into, because it's got these small little holes in here where you push out like a key, and then it's a full key piece that removes, and you actually end up removing 2 links rather than 1 at a time, which is a bit weird. They were a pain in the ass to get out. Excuse my French. They were a pain in the butt to get out, and a pain to get back in. And I literally had to get like a linesman plier just to pull it out. And get it back in. And the band I was not happy with. The watch overall for a $20 watch, though. Yeah. I will say.
The advantage, just to interrupt for a second, of having an 8-inch wrist, don't have to size it. This is the stock bracelet.
Right. No adjustment needed.
No adjustment needed. And I will say, you talk about you're in the New York time zone. So am I, because there's no setting for Toronto. So.
Okay. Right. I did see Toronto. I think I saw Vancouver on there somewhere.
Yeah, West Coast.
Yeah. So there's a few, you have a wide variety of time zones. Like as a computer or whatnot for $20, there's a wide variety of time zones you can choose from. If you travel enough and have this kind of thing, but it's really a beater watch to me. It's nothing else to it. It's very plasticky. And I think, I don't know, but, if you travel a lot or you're doing kind of like, like if you're a mountain man sort of guy that wants to travel and climb mountains, I could see you wearing this kind of thing and, in your time zones or whatnot. I don't think if you're like a business travel guy, if you're a business travel guy, you're going to get a nicer watch because, this thing's cheap. Yeah. But it's definitely a beater watch, but I don't see it taking that much of a beating either.
No, it's plastic. It's not going to hold.
Right.
I know. We're just insulting Casio people left, right, and center. We've lost.
No. I have no. Listen, it's $20 and it's a great value for $20. It's just not my thing. That's all I'm really saying. Let's see
your other watch, buddy.
Sure. So the last one is the low-end GShock model. I haven't really got a chance to wear this one as much. I haven't worn it at all.
Listen, before you say anything bad about a square GShock, you need to know that you're wrong. You just need to know you're wrong.
Okay. So this one feels like the most quality watch out of the set. All right. I'm going to start off there. I will start off there. And to be honest, I really have nothing bad to say about this watch of the three. It has the really awesome backlight. It's like a blue. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
And look at that. Yeah. It's Indiglo kind of backlight. And I think you and I have talked about, the greatness of Indiglo and how it should be on every watch. Mm-hmm. Right. So when I got this one and the light came on, it kind of pissed me off about the other two watches a little more. So I'll start off there. It's got it's an easy adjustment for the alarms. The GShock cover is actually easy to remove with a couple of small screws. I mean, if you have a watch tools, you can take it off and then wear it as one of the regular Casio square type watches. I'm not too familiar with the brand overall. I think I just got into a little bit of a craze where everybody's rocking digital watches and they're doing their digital hump day. And I seen a few reviews on digital watches and I was like, let me get in on it and get a taste. And I think that was where I got caught. Of the watches, though, this one was $40. Mm-hmm. And quality-wise, I will say it was more than double the quality of those watches. You can get a Timex for $40, and you'll get a Timex, and it won't do as much things as this one will. Overall, so I'm going to end this one on a happy note because this was actually the best watch out of them. And I really got no complaints. If you like digital watches, and you've got $40, I would spend it on this watch.
Now, I get that digital watches aren't really your thing, but I could definitely see you wearing this version of the Square because this is definitely the Urban Ninja vibe.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
That would look good with a lot of your outfits that you
Yeah. You should see what I posted. When I post... I've got like this super black ninja outfit that'll come in handy in the cold weather. And that looks like the kind of watch I would definitely pair up with it. But overall, I will say from my experience, if skip nostalgia, right? The World Time, I'm not too sure if they make better quality ones. I mean, you have a World Time, but I'm not familiar with the brand enough. But if you can get a better World Time, I would... for functionality and whatnot, I would recommend if you got a higher quality, but it's almost like I would save my $20 next time for this one.
Yeah.
And, again, this one's probably the king of the prizes. This is the one I'm going to keep. This is the one that'll be in my collection. And, this is a beater watch I can see taking the beating.
Yeah. Absolutely, it can. And the 5600 series watches is the kind of watch that any watch enthusiast will respect.
Yeah.
Like amazing $40 and you can get a watch that's respected by people with Rolexes.
Yeah, it's definitely
and whatever. Okay, I just want to show you something.
Sure thing.
This is a watch I had as a teenager, Casio F91W, rocking it back in the 90s. Look how small.
That's the stock strap.
It is. Yeah, I bought it for my kid. I didn't buy it for myself. I see people wearing these all the time. And Timex makes a Pac-Man version.
Yes.
Not of this because it's Casio, but like it looks almost identical.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't get it because it looks like I'm wearing a child's watch.
You need an XL, yeah.
They need to make, and they do actually. They make an F91W. It's called something else. It's a little bit bigger. Okay. It just didn't have a premium feel to me. I do love this. I wear this like when I go to the trailer. I'm gonna spend 3 hours scrubbing the trailer down. I'm gonna be out in the garage and building a workbench. I'm cutting the grass. This is the watch that I always wear. And I mean, I've worn it in all kinds of places and it looks fantastic still.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah. So I've got a question.
Okay. And then I've got one more Casio to show you that I think might tempt you.
Okay. So in the GShock world, right, there's a big range, right? You've got this $40 watch and then you've got I've seen some GShocks that are like aged stainless steel for $3,000.
Yeah, and you can get laser etched like Tron type versions. All metal, all steel versions can be in the hundreds. Yeah, there is a range from $40 right up there. So
my question is, aside from the toughness of it, right, what does it do that these $40 watches don't do?
I think the main difference in the expensive ones, and I don't even know if they all have the more expensive module, but is solar, which is a good thing. And then Bluetooth, the ability to pair it with an app. So you can change the time zones and everything using an app.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That was my curiosity here.
But if we're honest, most of it is aesthetic, right? Like a full metal G-Shock, you really don't need, but it's just pretty cool.
Because they remind me of the Seiko, the Arnie watch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's some kind of similarity there, but the Arnie, you know, the Arnie's an expensive watch for what you're getting too. You know, to me, it's not, you know, I like that watch, but it still looks like a novelty watch for me. It doesn't look like a premium watch, even though you're paying a premium price for it.
You know, I agreed with you before I actually handled one, and I did conversations with an AD where Jason came in and brought one in.
Yes, I remember.
I had no interest in it whatsoever. And as soon as I saw it, I went, wow, I need one of these. Of course, I say that a lot with a lot of watches. But yeah, I held it in, and there was just something about it. And yeah, when I picked up this calculator watch, I was so excited, but it kind of let me down. It didn't bring back the same vibes. I was so excited to get the F91W, but of course, ridiculously small. The World Timer, I had one of these too, and it, it's fun and everything. I wear it once every 6 months for a few hours just for the nostalgia effect. But yeah, there was a quality to the Arnie. Now I want to show you this one. This one might tempt you. It is the infamous Casio because it looks like a Royal Oak, which is a very, very expensive watch.
Oh yeah.
And mixed with this Casio. So it's got the analog portion and the digital in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These are running just around $200, I think.
Okay.
And so they're a little more than a basic G-Shock, but they have all kinds of variety of colors. There's pretty funky yellows. There's a pink. You would have that one. You would have fun with that. I think mixing and matching one of these with yours. I got mine for camping, so that's why I got this kind of green colorway. It looks really good out in the woods.
Right. And I can see that these watches being useful for that sort of thing, you know, not so much the everyday styling watches, but definitely for that, that useful utilitarian purpose.
I had the black one. I traded it in. I could not read it once it got dusk. Yeah.
And how's the backlight on that? That has another.
Yeah.
The blue.
I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you probably can't. There's the backlight.
Oh yeah.
So it lights up the LCD display and the hands at the same time. The hands are loomed, which is nice. Not the best loom in the world, but they're loomed. Still, the king at night for legibility is this one.
Right, that blue.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I don't even remember if it has blue. No, mine is green.
Yeah. You've got the reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine
display.
Yeah, mine's just the traditional, but you can see the blue. It could be green. I don't know.
All right. So, what's your final verdict? Cheap Casio watches, are they garbage or are they awesome?
The non-GShock. It's just definitely.
I can't get you to say it.
I mean, look, I'll say it. This watch really felt kind of like garbage to me.
Okay.
I could spend $20 on a meal more than I would on that watch. I honestly.
Yeah.
This one was strictly nostalgia factor. I know everybody loves it. Everybody flashes it. Hey, to each his own, and that's your thing. But I will never wear this watch again. After that, this is going to my kid for sure. Again, this is a winner, 100%. $40, and this is a winner.
I think my goal now is to get you to find just the right square GShock that suits your style. That's my next goal. Along with finding a strap for that Boulder watch that you just can't find a bracelet for.
I think I found the strap, but that's a story for another day.
All right. So until next week, find out the strap that Isaiah found for his Boulder. Thank you so much, buddy, for joining me. Thank you to everybody at home. I hope you had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed this Casio review.
Yeah. Thank you. And I apologize in advance or afterwards.
We'll flash a disclaimer. Don't worry. There'll be a big triggered warning at the beginning of all of this. All right, buddy. See you later. Have a good one.
All right. Take it easy, Alton.